One of the toughest decisions that a brand has to make when they first start doing digital marketing is which email marketing provider to use. And that decision is really difficult because there are a lot of choices out here. There's Campaign Monitor, there's Klavio, which I just learned about. There's Drip, there's SendinBlue, there's Mailchimp. There's just a ton of choices. And this choice is really difficult too, because your best marketing is going to come from you asking people to join your email list and then sending them offers and deals and things like that through your list. That is your best marketing. So this is a really important decision, and I see brands that I work with flubbing this decision all the time. So in this video, I'll tell you about what I choose and why. So I actually choose Mailchimp for my email marketing. I've used a lot of other platforms, but I keep coming back to Mailchimp, and I've been using them for I think 10 years now. But you know, back in 2011, I started to notice that there was an explosion of email marketing providers, and here's the reason why. In 2011, Amazon launched a service called Amazon SES. And Amazon SES allows a developer to either add email marketing capabilities into their existing application, or, and this is amazing, they can create an entire email marketing company based on Amazon SES. So that's really incredible. And since 2011, there have been dozens and dozens of new players providing email marketing services. So now here's the really interesting thing to know. A developer that uses Amazon SES, they are charged by Amazon on a pay-as-you-go basis and only pay for what you use. So when a company launches as an email marketing provider and they're using Amazon SES, they usually charge their customer $20 a month or $50 a month, or depending on the size of your list, $200 a month. However, they are only being charged by Amazon based on how many times you send out an email. So it's a really an amazing business to be in, where you can charge your brands whatever you want to charge them, but only be charged by your main plumbing, Amazon SES, for what gets sent out. It's just an amazing business to be in. Now, what these email marketing companies do is they spend a ton of money, a ton of their margin on marketing. So many of them have affiliate programs where they pay people to review the product, and if the people buy the product from the review, then they give those people a commission. Typically, you give people. Typically, a company would give people a commission based on that first sale, but some of these email marketing companies are giving commissions for life. So, a company like ConvertKit, they are paying out 30% of their commissions for everyone that you refer forever. So essentially, that person is like your customer too. if you refer them to ConvertKit and they stay on ConvertKit for 5 years, you get 30% of 5 years worth of the business that they do with ConvertKit. It is just an amazing affiliate program. It's an amazing business to be in. It's just a wild west out there. But here's the downside for you as a brand. So if you're choosing an email marketing service and you choose one that is using something like Amazon SES for their backend, then you are basically they're basically held back to whatever features Amazon SES puts out, or whatever features they kind of bolt onto it. And this makes it so that things like their API is not as robust or flexible as something like Mailchimp. And I want to give you an example of that. So this is a service called Zapier, and it's just basically an interface on top of the API for many different services. So right here I have Mailchimp and I have ConvertKit, and it'll show everything that Zapier can do with their API. And I just highlighted something that I use a lot with Mailchimp that that ConvertKit and many other products don't have, and that is if a subscriber is updated, if something in their profile is updated, then I can trigger an action based on that. So, for example, at one company, I made it so that if a subscriber becomes a 5-star subscriber, that is, if they become very actively engaged with all of our emails, and Mailchimp moves them from being a 3-star subscriber to a 5-star subscriber, then I made it so that the salespeople would be notified about that person, so that the salespeople can reach out and do something. You can use that feature to trigger, let's say, a special deal to come to a person who's a 5-star subscriber. And it's not just them becoming a 5-star subscriber. You can do it for anything that changes in your list about them. If they buy a certain product, if they complete a certain automated email sequence. You can let your imagination run wild with just this one feature of their API that is not shared by ConvertKit and many other services. So that is one of the reasons why I use Mailchimp, but really it speaks to how Mailchimp is built and what the feature of Mailchimp is, which is much different than many of these other email services that are based on other services like Amazon SES. So that's my quick explainer. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me, and I would love to talk to you.